And joining us is the former Labor Senator Stephen Conroy. Stephen, so apologies in advance if we do see Peter Dutton, we'll take him.
No, all good.
But you can take us there, no doubt, and you suited up nicely for us this morning. So thank you. So. What do you make of the Prime Minister's comments there and the challenges that he faced? The big item on the agenda this week is climate. People are talking about the end of the climate wars, but maybe this is just another battle.
No, look, I think Adam Bandt is desperately trying to find a fig leaf to finally, back down on their insane position that they wouldn't negotiate. I mean, to suggest that Labor was only ever going to have a 43% target and that was a cap. I mean, if that's the fig leaf Adam Bandt needs to vote for the bill, then, good on him. But no one should pretend for a moment that this isn't a grovelling back down by Bandt and the Greens. They finally accepted that the vote back in 2009-10 against Labor's carbon emissions trading scheme was a terrible mistake for this country. They went for the pure and the country suffered because of it. So it is pleasing to see that Adam Bandt has a dose of reality and that the Greens are willing to accept that we need to legislate the 43%. But for him to want to pretend that, that was it, Labor were never going to do anything else, I mean, that's just if that's his fig leaf, good luck to him.
Right.
The rest of us know exactly what's going. This is a grovelling back down by Adam Bandt and the Greens to accept Labor's mandate. Well,
I mean, others, and this is an attack line that's already come from several members of the Libs and the Nationals today too, that the government is acquiescing to the Greens, that people will now face higher taxes, higher energy bills.
Oh dear. Look, this is, Garbo put it best there. He said, look, they had 18, 20 policies and never once got an outcome. Never once actually got round to sorting out the climate change issue. We've just had a federal election. For those in the Liberals and the Coalition that want to keep pretending it didn't happen, keep pretending they didn't lose 5 and 6 seats to the Teals. The Teals represented Liberal voters who were sick of them, who wanted this issue resolved. And so that is, look, if you want to look backwards and try and pretend that nothing's changed, that's okay for the Coalition. I've been there. It's a really tough time, but they are doing the country a disservice, and they will ultimately do themselves a disservice at the next election if they maintain this sort of position.
I mean, is this matter anyway? Because as Anthony Albanese has said, I mean, we're heading towards these targets anyway, regardless of it being in legislation or not.
Look, that's right. The genius of Chris Bowen's design was you don't actually need to legislate. So that's the first point. It's actually using a piece of Liberal Party legislation. So it's a very clever design. But as some have commentated this week, for Adam Bandt and the Teals, so we want to make sure that this is locked in for the future. Well, you can't lock in the future. Future Parliament's not bound by past parliaments. But let's be really clear. If you want to actually see meaningful action to make it harder for the Liberals in the future to crab walk away from these targets, vote for it, legislate it, put it in place.
Right, because do you think that's what they'll try and do?
Look, who knows? They're in a world of pain at the moment. I've been there. I've been on their side of the chamber today too many times that I want to remember. It is a soulless, terrible place to be your first day back in the Parliament after you've lost an election. Yeah. So you've got to give them a bit of time to grieve. You've got to give them a bit of time to work through what their priorities are and for them to hear the messages from their own heartland. I mean, the fact that, Brighton, Kooyong, these are seats the Liberal Party don't hold anymore, is they need to reflect on that and accept that their positioning has been wrong.
OK, Stephen, we'll have to leave it there. We've got a pretty big sports story to get to this morning, but thank you for your time. We'll talk to you soon.
All good.